Yo, I'm Musha, and today I'm going to be reviewing something that I probably shouldn't bother doing a review for, and that is Haiyore Nyaruko-san W. I'm just going to call it Haiyore because I cannot pronounce that name. I'm sorry, but I just can't. It seems to just not flow very well with me. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on with this review. The art, same as last season, pretty much, which is pretty decent. I like the art for it. Nothing's really changed with the art. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about the art. It's still the same as the last season. Sound, as far as I can tell, all the voice actors are the same. New opening and new ending. The new opening is very similar to the last opening, which is alright because I like the last opening. The last opening was pretty good. The ending, that's okay. It's nowhere near as good as the opening, but most of the time the ending is not as good as the opening, usually. Alright, plot. Okay. The show does not really have a plot, really. It continues from the last season, and the last season was pretty much, my hero ends up with, all these random Lovecraftian beings who are part of his harem. Not really a harem, really, but that's what I'm gonna call it because it's weird. And the thing about the show, it makes tons of just random references to other shows. Like in this one, tons of references to like Kamen Rider, tons of it, especially Wizard and W. And I think I've seen one that was a Force reference too. So yeah, if I probably look closely enough, there's probably there's references in there as well in this episode. But yeah, one thing the Haiyore series is good for is making jokes of other series and just random references. Let's see, another part that was interesting was the light novel store, which actually had pictures that, like, I recognized some of the light novels in there. Like from last season, Ore no Kanjo, I seen it was in there. I've seen a few others. I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but I recognize the cover art, and because it was like the first volume's covers. It's like, I wonder what those are. But overall, though, Haiyore does not have a story. It's just a bunch of gags usually. There's like a small story here and there, and just to continue the plot a little bit, because there is a slight plot because it is based off a light novel, but most of it's gags. I'm trying to think of anything I can tell you about it that's not spoiling, but they did introduce a new character, then got rid of the new character in this episode. Yep, because they just don't give a shit. No, new character lasted for like a whole 10 minutes. And it was an interesting episode. It's pretty much what I expected from the show, though. Nothing new, nothing fancy. Makes me have to give it a 3.5 out of 5 because it wasn't mind blowing. It wasn't even really good per se, but it wasn't bad. I liked it personally. But overall, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 because the plot was just bad. But if you're like me and like references to other shit, you will probably like this show because it's hilarious at times. If not, don't watch this. You also have to watch the first season first. If you have not watched the first season, don't watch this. I mean, they kind of introduce everyone in ways because at the beginning of the season they're like, oh, they might have forgot, blah blah blah. But yeah, don't watch this if you haven't seen the first season. It won't make that much sense. But they do cover a little bit of it, so you could probably watch it and know a little bit. Chair moved. I'm sorry. That's it for this review. I have another review I'm going to be doing here in a minute. So yeah, till my next review. Later.